my channel. I hope you guys are having such a beautiful Friday today. In today's video, I want to show you guys how I'm gonna take my roses that I got from Mother's Day and how I'm gonna make them live forever since they're already dying and looking kind of nasty and wilted. In this video, I have 2 different ways to propagate your rose stems. So if you're interested in seeing how I do this, learning so you can do it yourself, then stay tuned. These are my flowers that I got for Mother's Day, and you can see some of them are starting to die. Some of them don't look that bad, but I still want to go ahead and try to propagate them because there are 4 really good ones that are already showing signs of growth. Like, look at how much growth those ones already have. So I'm just gonna separate them. There were a couple that didn't really have any signs of growing, so I want to try to do like a new experiment with those. I'm gonna take off all the heads from the roses, which was honestly very, very, very therapeutic. And I'm just gonna again separate them into different piles. So those ones, as you can tell, definitely have potential of growing outside with the help of this take root hormone powder that I like to use for the rose stems. You want to take the rose stems, it was hard to get it focused, but you want to cut the tips of them in an angle because with the growth root powder, what you stick in the powder has to be wet already. These are the ones that I want to do that experiment with. So I took some soil that I already made from home. I mixed it with some sand. And in between each node, you're going to want to make a cut. Once you have all your little pieces, look for where you see the node, and on the opposite side towards the end, you want to go ahead and graft it. Now, I'm not really sure if I'm doing this right because I never propagated roses this way. I only seen it done on TikTok, and it really intrigued me because I'm only used to doing it the first way, where you take the rose stem and you clip it like how I just showed you, and then you put it in the dirt. I never really tried doing it this way, but I don't see why it's not going to work. If it worked for everyone else, it should work for me. So just be very careful here working with sharp razors. So once you're done grafting those, you want to take that same rooting powder and you want to incorporate that into the soil. Take your rose stems that you just cut and soak them in water. Remember, everything that you use that rooting hormone powder for has to be wet. Now, all I'm going to do is just put it in the rooting powder and lay it straight on top of the dirt, that soil mixture that we just made. So remember, this is soil that I made last year with my husband from compost in our yard. And I mixed it with some sand and then with the take root powder on top. So now lay each cutting with the side that you graft lying flat to the dirt. You want it to be touching the dirt. This is not a good example of how you water anything. But you want to make sure that when you water these, you're not overly saturating the soil because you don't want anything to grow mold. So after you're done watering it, I personally put like a humidity dome on top. That way it can retain some of that moisture because when you add sand, it definitely drains a lot quicker. So these ones, We're gonna take the end cut, put it in the take root powder, and put it straight into the dirt. Just plant them. Water them boys up really good. Soak them, wet them down really good. And that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you were able to learn something. Even if you didn't and you like this kind of content, give my channel a subscribe and a like, please and thank you. I would appreciate it very much. Also, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so come back in a couple of weeks and we're gonna check on the stems. So we're gonna check to see if anything has rooted, and the ones where we dissected the hell out of them, and the ones that are in the ground, we're just gonna come back and see if there's gonna be any new leaf production, any new growth. Yeah, but that's it. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and it was nice hanging out with you guys today. Bye.